Hi everybody, I wanted to record a quick video to give you some more information about the Boast activity. It's a really fun activity that we do every year and I think that you'll really enjoy it. It's a chance for us to celebrate Beowulf, celebrate ourselves, because after all we'll be boasting about ourselves. And so it's just a really fun activity, and I hope that you will not only enjoy writing it, that you will also record a video like this one so that we can all enjoy your boastfulness. And this video gives me a chance to introduce you to Osric. He's my dragon. He usually lives in the classroom, but he can't be there because of COVID. So here's Osric, and he wants to see your videos too. So first of all, I'm sure you've seen the assignment on Kidam. The idea is that you are imitating the speech that Beowulf gives to Hrothgar when he first shows up in Denmark. And so just like Beowulf, you'll begin by boasting about who your parents are and saying who you hail from, and that can be their last names. You can also use that to kind of jump into some of your skills. If your dad's really good at repairing vehicles and you're good at repairing vehicles, you can say, like my father before me, I have conquered the metal dragon and can heal all of his wounds. I'm holding a sword. That's what that is. But my sword's at school and I'm at home taping, so yeah, what you gonna do? Then you'll exaggerate about some of the things that you are capable of doing. You will turn everything that you do into something more warrior-like. And you can do that quite simply by inverting the phrase. For example, if you flip burgers at a restaurant as your job, you can say, the great flipper of burgers, and just kind of reverse the order. You can also turn your events that you participate in into more warrior-like things. So say you play a sport or you're in the marching band. You can say something like, we defeat the evil Wolverines on the field of battle. And then it sounds more warrior-like. You can do lots of those different things to create kennings as well, like the flipper of burgers or the defeater of my foes or the greatest warrior. And all of these things can be used as kennings if you just replace your name with those things and use it as the subject of the sentence. I'm going to demonstrate now with my boast that you've already seen on paper, but now you'll get to hear how it is presented. And a lot of what makes it warrior-like is some of the vocabulary and the way that it's presented. So, without further ado, I'm going to back up because I'm loud. Hail, scholars and warriors! I am Lois, daughter of the noble clans of Carpenter and Deering. Like my grandmother before me, I harness the written word to my command. This spinner of tales shies not before any challenge, however creative and unusual it may seem. Writer of mysteries, poems, and tales of mirth for the ears of children, I conquer the plots set before me with flourish and fancy. No writer can boast of the accolades which I have received. Winner, champion of Writers' Showcase, and recipient of not one, but 2 scholarships awarded for my wit and candor. But now I face a greater challenge and shall rise to meet it, to rest my skill upon tomorrow's leaders and become not merely a writer, but that noble and heralded calling, an educator. So see, it doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't have to memorize it. Mine's right here. I'm reading it off of my other screen here. So it is hopefully not as intimidating as it first seemed, and it's just a lot of fun. We usually have a party with it, and unfortunately we can't do that this year, but we can still enjoy each other's videos and just have some fun being Thor-like, warrior-like, and Beowulf-like. Have fun. Oh, and enjoy these clips that are going to come after this that show some videos from previous years and some pictures from last year.
Hail to my fellow scholars! I am Austin, son of Grant, the guardian of the citizens' riches. I am the protector of food, and tasked with the brave mission of guarding the people's food in the castle of the great Walmart.
Huzzah!
I enrich the citizens' bellies with luscious fruits and grains. The great hunter has slain many beasts of the forest to have grand feasts with my kin. The time I tracked a great 8-point deer through the treacherous forest for half a mile after the sun had set proves my awesome and amazing skills and determination for the hunt.
Huzzah!
I am a follower of Christ, have explored the various caverns that inhabit the depths of the earth and the lands of Stony Creek. I have traveled through to a depth of 300 feet, and there I encountered a refreshing cold spring which held hundreds of monstrous-sized fish. I slayed some with them with my well-designed redneck spear. Then roasted them and feasted. The adept welder has forged many items with my adept skills in welding. I shall continue to expand my accumulated knowledge in this skill of metal, and this blacksmith shall not halt until he obtains the title of Maven Welder.
Warriors, I'm Ricky, grandson of Donna and Ralph Milford, descendants from the Von Hinkels in Germany. Like my grandfather before me, I'm the jack of all trades. No one in the land of Smyrna knows work as well as I. I've roofed barns larger than the football field. I've fixed cars that would be considered unfixable. And with the might of my truck, I've hauled more insulation than anyone in the world. I alone hauled and bagged in one scalding hot and humid day over 200 bags of insulation.
Huzzah!
I've tilled, mowed, and tamed and worked in field larger than the very building you sit in today. And my current task is changing tires. I've changed and rotated and balanced thousands of tires, some as big as 200 pounds, wheels and tires.
And warriors, I'm Jacario Vaughn, the slayer of chores, rose upon his bed to seek the heroic deeds. First, I make my way to the feasting area and grab a cloth and begin to clean every abyss of dust my eyes lay upon.
Why is he so good?
Then the mind of my soul leads me to the rest area, where I use every inch of muscle of my soul's protector to dust, to dust to disappear from its well-being. I finish knowing I use my body as a god's clock. I make my way to the bathing area where the bath awaits me with a cleaning that my body is well earned. I have achieved grateful goals today as my hands feel like mad babies. Great cleansing flow through my house. Huzzah!
I, a great and powerful Pippin, descended from the ranks of ancient kings, undefeated to this very day as I stand before you. For it was but in thy most recent of trials I so bravely faced a beast whose teeth when born were so sharp as to shatter even the most unrelenting of walnuts, whose foreboding chatter served as a warning to all brave souls who came near. This foul beast dared encroach on my sacred territory and was swiftly defeated by one blow from this hand, this magnificent limb, this crafter of fine sandwiches, this powerful ender of life. But such a tale shan't do my supremacy justice, for stories of my greatness shall forevermore be spread across this vast land, that I, the ultimate passer of judgment, shall live forever in the stories of many generations to come. No being, neither human nor creature alike, shall forget my name. The sheer strength radiating from my expansive aura shall be passed down through thy royal bloodline. Goodwill and fortune be to the sad mistaken fellow who dares challenge the greatness of the one who falls second to none.
Hail, fellow classmates and educator. I am Sarah, daughter of the noble clans of Asbill and Bleem of Kansas. From the lineage of mathematical wizards and musical bards, I stand in your presence accomplished, victorious, and sincerely humble. The devourer of bears and worms never tires of endless gummy chewing. With teeth molded by steel and wire, I tear through the toughest of trees. Master of facial expressions, I hold the power of grotesque appearance in my hands, or my face. As my family before me, I harness the written word through my voice, singing any lyric or note. Why, at nearly 7 years of age, I had conquered the stage in audiences of thousands. By 17, I had slain ferocious dragons and trolls in my beloved land of Skyrim. That is, until I took an arrow to the knee. Wielder of the blade, I fought the cursed Ganondorf and Smog and Alduin, all while feasting on fried potatoes and fizzy ale. Tamer of the lion, no feline has surpassed my insurmountable hugs and kisses. Bobbin pins are no match for my wild locks, for my hair devours 20 a day. But do not fear, my kinsmen and fellow students. We shall triumph over dragons, lions, and bobbin pins. We shall reign over this classroom with a sword in one hand. Oh, okay. and mead in the other. With my assistance, you shall be accomplished, victorious, and sincerely humble.
Okay. Hail, dudes and dudettes! I am Tomo, son of Brown and Suzuki. Like my mother and my father, I have been deemed a natural-born leader. The captain of bands and clubs alike can sway a crowd, no matter the shape nor size, in any direction he so pleases. I harness the ability to implement confidence and drive in the hearts of my fellow companions. This sense of leadership is best showcased as the aid of guidance and counseling. As the aid of guidance and counseling claims its throne at the front desk every midday in order to assist those who so dare to walk through the doors and confront Walker, Hickey, Brock, or Lay. Oftentimes I find myself serving as a guidance counselor, and students and parents alike share their life stories with me, all while shedding a few tears along the way. In such circumstances, I exercise management through the use of uplifting comments, understanding, and a box of Kleenex tissues. In many cases, with their conflicts resolved or questions answered, my newfound patients head back to their classrooms or drive home with no longer the need of meeting with an actual counselor. This humanitarian had not a clue what he was getting into when he recited the words, "Hi there, how may I help you?" Aside from my social works and deeds, I excel in the art of antisocial nature. Prometheans, dragons, warriors, and the undead fail to penetrate the awesomeness of the aficionado of the gaming realm. If you are yet convinced that I am the master of Boast, you must not be the sharpest blade in the blacksmith's shack.
Huzzah!